Welcome to Becoming I, the channel that follows you along in your journey of becoming yourself while I share with you my journey of becoming myself. Today I'm going to do the tarot reading for the second semester per zodiac sign. I have no idea what is going to come up. I'm actually kind of anxious to see because I know intuitively that things are speeding up from June up to August, and then we're gonna start such a fast paced world change that probably by the time we get to 2030, we won't recognize the world. It won't be anything like the world we knew before. And that's truly how I feel. I don't know exactly the ups and downs that we're going to go through. And I think for everybody, they have their unique journey because you attract and you experience that what you believe in. So my experience won't be exactly your experience, but maybe the cards we're going to pull out today are going to bring information that is going to help you navigate and have a better understanding of what is going to be working in your favor and what are still challenges that you're going through and how you can navigate them a little better. So let's see what the cards say. Pisces, let's see the energies for you for the second semester. This is going to take a little time for me to pull all the cards out for the astrology wheel. So I would suggest you go make a coffee, make yourself comfortable, get a tea, your favorite drink, put on your PJs. I don't know, just make yourself comfortable. Relax while I'm pulling the cards out to see how your second semester is looking. So, and I prefer not to talk much because I kind of get a feeling from the cards. So I like to start seeing who's talking to who here. You see a lot of faces in these cards, a lot of people. Okay. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. A lot of the ladies are out here. Five of Cups, Eight of Wands, Eight of Star, Hangman. I like the Sun and the Page of Cups. We have a lot of cups here. Come on, two more cards, Spirit. Ace of Swords and Tower. And that's it. Thank you. Okay, so what is ruling your second semester? I like it a lot because if you watched my videos already, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Sun, and we have the stars, which are really positive, success, victory, luck, energy. So let me tell you what I feel from the cards. First, we have a lot of personal aspects because we have so many people in the cards. These are a lot of major arcanas that talk. I feel like it talks a lot about your personality. And even here in your first house of personality, we have the Judgment card. with the Five of Wands. So I feel like this judgment is coming as a rebirth, a second chance, but I feel like it's you changing because of personal conflicts, like conflicts of interest, discussions, disagreement. And I see here in your family house, your fourth house of family, we have Eight of Cups with the Five of Cups. And what I feel is the energy of you walking away. There's an energy here of grieving, loss, of disappointment. So, what I feel this, I know I said there are a lot of lucky energies here, and then I'm talking about grief and loss, and it might sound like, where is the luck there? Where is the good thing? But I feel like this loss, this grief, this moving away from the family is going to really help you transform. I feel like it's from this loss, the Five of Wands, that judgment, the rebirth, the new chance is born. If it didn't happen, you wouldn't have the freedom to be more yourself or take the time for yourself. And I usually pay attention to energies that show up that are the same card that show up in different houses. And we have the Eight of Cups here in your fourth house, and you have the Eight of Cups here in your health house. So, and it shows the Seven of Pentacles, which is your comfort zone and your family. It's a familiar aspect of energy where you usually stay where it's familiar. And you're walking away from it too. You see here, you walking away from the emotional connection, the emotional ties. It says here, freedom, leaving behind. So I feel like probably with this break with this familiar realm, it can, we talk about family being your blood bond, but expand this, since this is a general reading that can be to many people in different times and places in their lives, is whoever really knows you. You know, it's the people who you spend the most time with. So it can be people at work, even if you live alone. So I think this is what is important for you to pay attention, is this break with the people who are part of your everyday life and the emotional ties that keep you stranded there. And because it is this sixth house, it is the house of health and work. So for some people, this unbalanced relationship with the people that are part of your everyday life was draining your health. So this is the opportunity to recover your health, to break free from a toxic environment, might be your home or a job, and you're able to walk away. Another pattern that I see here, we have the Eight of Wands in the fifth house and the Eight of Pentacles in your eighth house. So the way you share externally your emotions with others and how you deal with your deepest secrets, your subconscious, your shadow, both of them are activated by eights, as your family, as your health. So I feel part of this strong transformation, it is for you to change your behavior, your patterns. I feel like because eights, they are this loop that you keep repeating the same patterns. So, um, is having the same relationship with different people, but it always ends up in the same toxic place. And even here in your partnership house, the seventh house, you have the Five of Cups. That is the card of um, disappointment, but more than disappointment, it is heartbreak, it is victimhood. And then you're like, where are the good news, Trisha? Again, even though it seems harsh, all the energies combined with the difficult lessons, they are really good. The star is one of the best energies of the tarot, along with the sun and the wheel of fortune. The star, it is when your potential, it just comes out so naturally, so strongly, like your bright and shining and rising star. It is the star because it symbolizes this personal power coming so strong and brightly that you shine. So I feel that when you break free from the patterns and the toxic environment, everything changes and everything changes fast. So, here in your fifth house of pleasures, hobbies, and how you express love, the Queen of the Cups, the energy of emotional relief, is with the Eight of Wands. So this happens fast. So I feel like the healing process for you is going to be expedited. And this is what the Wheel of Fortune is helping you. It's the ups and downs. So even though you are coming and probably from a first semester that was challenging in many fronts, the second semester you're going to have this push for you to come out a lot stronger, and it's like you're polishing the diamond in the rough. You have the opportunity to come up so much stronger and brighter with so much clarity and strong boundaries and clear goals that everything is going to help you a lot. So, um, definitely everything that is connected to relationship and other people are the most challenging aspects that you are conquering. Here in friendships, you have the devil and the ace of swords. But see, every time you have a challenging aspect, you have a victory with it. That's why I'm saying that you're being able to overcome everything that happened. You have death and transformation with your learning and subconscious with the sun. So the sun is going to bring so much clarity on how you're changing and what changes are needed. For some of you, I see that you might move. There is traveling. There is actually getting away from your environment. Even this Ace of Swords, I feel it is mental clarity. It is the victory of the mind over mental games, emotional games, manipulation. So the toxic relationship theme here is very strong, but I feel like you have the clarity of mind to choose something better. And I think that for some of you, is going to be, I deserve to take some time to find myself. And I want to travel. I want to move to another city. I want to travel somewhere new. And I want to spend time with myself. And I want to explore what I'm feeling and just enjoy life without external interference. I don't want people coming along to say, what they want to do, where they want to go. I want to do what I want to do, get up at the time I want to get up, go to bed when I want to go to bed. So, is this type of freedom and spontaneity that I'm feeling here for you in every aspect of your life. So, here, let's talk about the best houses that I see here. Communication is amazing. You have the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is always an authority figure. It's somebody who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, which are different things, but he has both knowledge and wisdom. So it is a strong energy of leadership and knowing how to assert yourself. And the Queen of Swords has the same clarity and intelligence and perceptions. She's very perceptive of people. She knows how to set boundaries and she protects her energy. She stays true to herself. So that what makes sense mentally is what she is in her heart. So she's true to her heart. She has coherence. That's the word I wanted to find. She has coherence. So this is divine feminine and divine masculine working together. It's perfect balance. In the house of communication, it means that you are very diplomatic when you speak. You'll be able to set your boundaries without confrontation. You're going to be very eloquent when you're talking to people. You're going to express your ideas and your desires and your goals in a very confident manner. So, whatever you want to do for yourself, you're going to be able to pitch the idea to others very easily. So, in the material realm and your financial and work environment, the energies are amazing. You have in your finances how you earn money. Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Both energies bring coming to fruition, achieving a goal of very earned money, that you have stability, you have even more than what you expected, but you have comfort, you have contentment. So it is very satisfactory. You get to a place of security and it's a really good steady income, but it feels like it's not something that you started working with now. It's something that you built for a long time, and your communication is going to help you expand it. And even here in your 10th house of reputation, people are going to trust you. You're the king of pentacles. You are very ethical and a staple person of society, of community. I feel like people look up to you and they trust you and they feel like you're really good at what you do, and it comes back to the authority. You speak with authority, so people feel like they can trust you, that you're very knowledgeable, you're an expert, that you can guide them and help them, and at the same time that you are trustworthy and people want to do business with you and they want to buy from you. You are very inspiring. So I feel you are inspiring and you attract people, and people want to work for you and people want to buy from you. And that for your material realm is going to be very favored. And was what I said, this house, the fifth house and the sixth house, things start moving faster as you clear from the toxic environment that you have, that had been holding you back. When those relationships clear and you have more freedom, things are going to move faster. Was what I said, it's going to expedite. Things are going to move faster for you and help you move forward. There's going to be a great difference. You see by the end of the year, when you get to December, it's going to be a lot different from the beginning of this year. Your eighth house, nonetheless, you have the Eight of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. And I feel this is more of an advice or a warning for you to be aware that even though you might physically move away and break free from the relationships, you still are working on your shadow work, on what that affected you inside. What insecurities might have brewed from those toxic relationships, and those need to be addressed. If you don't do some type of therapy or some type of self analysis or self healing, and you do meditation and other things that bring to light, if you just push deep inside the things that you felt and you don't address them and you just ignore them, that probably is going to become something that is going to hold you back. The hangman always keep you stuck. So that thing of the breaking the loop of having the same pattern of experiences and relationships, you have to address the wounds. You have to address how that traumatized you, and you have to find a new meaning for those relationships. You have to build a new bridge or relationship to those feelings and stories, because in the end, this is something I don't say often, but our higher self, our spirit, is blind. Everything that we have here in this world, it doesn't see. So it's like everything it knows from our reality and the experiences we're having here is the stories we tell and the emotions we feel. So sometimes when we say that if you change the story, the way you tell the story, so if you leave the energy of the victim and you start telling how it was a building block for you, and you change the relationship to that memory, that is a releasing or a healing of the soul, because the soul doesn't see what is happening here, doesn't see the people. It only knows what you're saying in your mind and you're telling it. So it's the imprint on the soul that needs the healing for you to be able to break free from repeating the same patterns. So that's the other advice. Here in the 12th house of the transcendence, you have the tower. So it is from the chaos that you find your stability. The Queen of Pentacles is the energy of having everything that you need, having all the resources that you need, having the knowledge that you need, having the emotional support that you need. And sometimes it's only when we have things come totally out of control and we have our foundation crumble and we are reborn from the ashes, that we find out that we're truly resilient, that we can overcome and come out of anything that happens. And in a way, even though it is very traumatizing to go through a tower moment, there is a lot of satisfaction to see that you survived it. So that thing, that saying that what doesn't break you makes you stronger, is so true, because if you do the inner work and you do the shadow work and you do the healing properly, it is kind of, you should feel proud of yourself, that you had that inner strength to deal with things and come back stronger and keep going, and that you pushed yourself through it. It is very admirable. It is inspiring. So I feel all of this is going to help you have a lot of clarity. You're going to be much stronger, much happier. You're going to feel a lot of freedom and spontaneity in your life towards the end of the year. And even though I said a lot of this is sprouting from this place of sorrow and loss and grief and leaving the toxic relationships, I feel like it is great news when you know it has an expiration date and you're getting through it. And what is on the other side is a lot better and is going to be fantastic. I hope you like this message. Leave in the comments how you're feeling about your second semester. What are the plans? What resonated with you? Subscribe to the channel, share and like this video. And I hope to see you soon.